Ciao!
Here we are, ladies and gents. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. 2 months of pure sweat, determination, and jackpot dug riggery has led to this. We are finally close to getting the Div 8 Grand Final underway. With the Ducks coming from the winner's side, Vantix Rome from the loser's side of things. And it's going to be interesting to see whether Vantix Rome can upset the Ducks, who have kind of swam through Division 8, pardon the pun. They've got through with relative ease. They struggled to a brilliant Phantom Green roster that went 2 up against them, but was reverse swept after Abuse COD started talking crap in game chat at half time. But the Ducks, on the other side of things, haven't really been pushed to their limits in playoffs. If we have time before this game starts, we will just quickly pull up the current league sheet. In love tonight. Where are we? That box needs to go away. I can't click it. Can't pull up the playoff sheet with that box in the way. Try one more time as the sheet hasn't loaded properly, which is where we're having the issue come. There we go. So your Division 8 playoffs has looked something like this. Ducks 3-1, 3-2. GXR Void, the only team to push them the distance in the winners bracket. And in the lowers bracket, well, Vantix Rome starting. Winners beating that TMC Red. Losing to Vortex Surge. Yeah, good whenever, gents. Good luck. And then in the loser side, they dropped down. First losers game was against the Phantom Green that we know and love. Then into loser semis, they were able to deal with Infinite 8 in a 3-1 fashion. We saw that one. They dealt with Vertex Sorge also in a 3-1 fashion. So they had a few more games in the playoff bracket and have definitely got more reps coming into this game. I think it is fair to say. I don't think the Ducks will say they've probably spent too much time on the game recently. I mean, these two teams did start off in Group A, the arguable stronger group at the start of the season, but the game between these two sides was forfeited by the Ducks because they were playing Football Manager. So that goes to show kind of the commitment of the Ducks compared to Vantix Rome. But ladies and gents, without further ado, your Division 8 Grand Final is about to get underway, but not before the National Anthem. And here we are then, it's a bit of a mixy opening 30 seconds here. It's going to be Vantix on the time for now with Brack, who's yet to die, only player to do so in the lobby. If you're not familiar with these two sides, you've got Icon, Ablo, Brack and Nuffle. You're facing off on the Ducks of Doody, Wiz, Sam and Luke. It's going to be Sam's kind of the player that's really stood out for the Ducks throughout group stages and the player that people are a little bit afraid of when they go up against him in the tourneys. They're the one that people spend the big bucks to get on their team. An aggressive sub player who's going to definitely get his money's worth if he's able to come out on top here. He's got two cracking subs on the other side of the Vantix side as well. But again, as we rotate over towards P2, not much to split the two teams early on. 22 plays 21 as the contest comes in from Ablo, who was UA at the start of this season. The name change coming into play. So it's not a new addition, it's just a slightly different Atti ideas. It's going to be Nuffle in from the top. Bridge is going to be getting some bullets down. Some great snap there onto Judy to get a 2. As it's still Ducks though on the time with Luke, just kind of sitting in the creddy corner. A 3 streak from the Ducks. So they're going to look to get all 4 down, and there it is. The lead is now started to be extended with 20 seconds to go. The Ducks can already think about that new rotation, whereas Vantix are still in 2 minds whether to hit old or go towards new. And it looks like they're going to do a bit of both. Nuffle not going to opt to wallbang a gen, which would have shut down Luke completely, as the Ducks with the back of Luke's the kills there, or time, sorry, are going to be up massively. But Brack wins a huge, or sorry, as Ablo wins an amazing 2 at this new hill now. He's not going to have the time initially, but he has got that plane control, which he's now conceded, and a bad time to do so, as it's going to be Wiz from down low, down towards the dirt. It's Doody over the top that's now trying to plane. The pair of them combining for 3 on this rotation. The last one on the hill dealt with by Luke as well. 7 and 4 star from him, 9 and 8 from Wizard. Almost 20 engagements, and we're only on the 3rd hill. And he's got that AR stiffed up in the back window, but it's Luke on that 4 streak pushing out the time. He already has a Hellstorm off the back of the amount of hill time he got on that P2, and he's looking to keep extending it as well. He's almost about to overlap his Hellstorms. Luke is shooting a 6-free. The pistol shots are not good though. Nuffle's going to shut him down from getting a second Hellstorm within the first rotation. But look at this. It is all Ducks ever since that P1 hill where Vantix were able to pick up 22 of their 24 seconds. The Ducks are now going to be leading 95 to 24. Should they pick up the rest of this time? But they are, for the first time, going to have to try and break through the back. Although there's a bit of a split spawn here. Ablo out towards Old. Should get a freebie there onto Sam. The kills are still split towards the back of Blue. But for now, the red that looks a little bit more orangey peach on the colour cast. So we'll try and fix that at the end of this map. But it's going to be them holding out strong. The Ducks are waddling their way through the front door here. Luke will fall. Sam gets the first trade. It's going to be back and forth as Doody will fall on time, but Wiz has got a bit of a pinch on checkerboard feed. The kills are being traded until now. The kills are all going in the yellow colour in your feed. That means there's Ducks again on top. 102 playing 43, and there's still time on this hill. 15 seconds should go their way. Sam, he's got a Sam turret, I think that is, weirdly enough. looking to get that Hellstorm. He's going to be reading the back spawns correctly, as Nuffle is going to be spawning the back of blue, although he's not going to be channeling it. So Sam's still not able to get that Hellstorm just yet, but that kill off the back of it is going to make sure now he is going to get the Hellstorm through. So that's 2 Hellstorms now in the pocket of the Ducks. One in Luke's, one in Sam's. They're the 2 players top slaying in the lobby, and it's actually very even in the kills department between the 2 sides here. Your Vantix roam, they're ever so slightly behind in slaying, but not enough that you would suggest they should be down by 70 points as Sam invests that Hellstorm. It's going to be good for 1, not be able to bend it into that top window. Just flatlines it into the wall, and it's going to be Vantix that are holding on for now. 3 of them trying to hit through the front. You've still got Brack pushed out in the back. He's going to fall though, and look at that. The collapse comes in with a nade and a sub kill on time. The kill in the back from Sam. And the Ducks looking to take the remaining 15 seconds, and that's going to put them over that 140 point mark, which, to be honest, you don't really see too often on a Scar hardpoint, but they're pushing it. Icon is going to stop that for now, though. So still, fights going down that old Icon. A 3 streak for him. But the Eerie camos, he's got one, Sam's got one on the other side of things as well. We're going to need a big second rotation here from Rome to try and close the gap at the very least. Not allow the Ducks just to run away with it here and put themselves in a position where it's almost unlosable. But with the map control, it's all theirs. They've kind of got a yellow wall set up on the map to prevent any of those red arrows pushing through. Sorry, that was Icon, was able to get 3 there. Is traded out by Sam, who gets 2 of his own. He's looking for more. In through Sharp, he tags up Brack, but Brack's going to win that one. The AEL only down to 3 health now, and Wiz is probably going to get the easiest kill. He's going to have the entire night, followed by a very tough kill, but he wins that one. 4 kills through, 10 seconds to go. P2 is all Ducks as well, and they are spawning Vantix exactly where they want them, out deep towards the back of P5, and the kills yellow in the feed again. 7 unanswered kills now from the Ducks, 167. Place 75. Oh my god. A couple missed shots there from Doody. He's going to lose that one in the end, but he made Brack work for it and it slowed him down. All the kills have gone well on the time for his side. Sam ego channeling off the bottom of the time. 22 and 12 now for him. Doesn't have another Hellstorm yet, but is halfway towards one. Bit of a pinch from Icon here. Could be good. He's going to get 1. He's going to get tags on 2. Great shots to snap onto Sam's head there for the 3rd. Vantix Rome are going to momentarily get on this time. With 30 seconds to go, they need all of this, if possible, because they are already down 100 points here. And every time Vantix seem to get set up on the hill, Ducks just come in a 4 down again. 200 is going to play 87 hours. We're going over towards this new hill, and it's going to be Doody again. The first one rotated to new. So not only the Ducks kind of doing well to get the majority of the hill time and often have that old hill time, they are able to set up first, but the break does come through. So it's going to be Vantix holding this P3 plane, but again, the streaks that have been earned from this side are now being invested. So we've already seen Sam's Hellstorm using the P5. 3 kills, made that all 4 with a Hellstorm. He's crashed it to where he thinks they're going to spawn. They do not spawn there though, as Luke has already pushed out the back of blue. So you're going to see Vantix spawning out towards P5. And I was going to say the Ducks could win it on this hill, but with it's Icon and Ablo picking up some kills on the time. Just seeing the map fall through the body fall through the map, sorry. They are not going to be able to win it on this time, but they are going to get very, very close. And it'd be a real breakdown now if the Ducks do not walk away as your map #1 victors. 225 to 101. It's been a bit of a blowout in the hard point, and your Vantix now, you might just be starting to think about coming back from this, turning it around, seeing what you can do going forwards. As Icon is just soaking up as much time as they can get, but he's just going to hop off it straight away. The Ducks need 10 seconds. His teammates are all falling around him. He's going to get the first. The trades are in though, and the Ducks with 7 seconds needed and counting. Sam on the front of the time, 32 and 16, looking to extend it to 33. That's a statement game from Jackpot Ducks, isn't it? 250 to 103. Whoa. That's a map #1 to forget if you're Vantix Rome. And of course it is freshly washed, mate. We've had 3 casts this week. You think I'd be in the same one? Come on. Luckily I have to have multiple of these as per my profession, so it's all good. There's the confirmation of that, though. Icon only playing his team above that 20 kill mark, although Brack was the one with the damage, 2.7k. Again, the slaying, for the most part, really wasn't too far apart until right towards the end there of that map. Especially in that first rotation, we only saw the Ducks outslaying by about 3 kills, but they were just up almost 90 points. And when your team is up by 90 points, there's going to be not much you can... when your team are up by 90 points and the slaying's very even, there's going to be not much for you to do if you're Vantix roam. But what they are going to have to do now is get themselves ready, kind of get that map off them, brush it off their shoulders, get ready for this map number 2. It's going to be a raid S&D in this series. And if you're Vantix roam, this map is going to be absolutely crucial. That was loud, wasn't it? We're not going to take any Vantix roam slander in here, mate. As much as they did get blown that map 1-1, I'm sure they'll be able to hold their hands up and say they did. There's a team of 4 talented players that you cannot write off just yet. But the Ducks, advantage to them, obviously coming from the winner's side as well. It's going to be a tough one to shut down. But then no one this season have really had the answer to the Ducks, have they? We have a look over at the group. The Ducks lost 2 games. One of them they forfeited. The other loss, I think, was to Infinite, who they then didn't face up against in the season. So if you think about it, they've only really lost 1 actual game this season. I'm just going to fact check. It was to Infinite. I think it was. Oh, no, it wasn't. They 3-0'd Infinite. So who did the Ducks lose to then? Who did Jackpot Duck lose to in groups? Let's have a quick look. GXR Void was the only team that they lost to, sorry. So you got to think they got their own back on GXR Void in the playoff side of things as well. Yeah, GXR Void coming out on top in that one, but they got it was 3-2 when they faced off in the winners semi-final. Okay. There you go. There's the song request coming in there for you, Bunny, mate. Life is plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair. Yes, because the other one was a forfeit, Slade. So this season it is the only one they've technically lost. But they did finish second in their group. Infinite had a better record overall, although Infinite did get 3-0'd by the Ducks. Yes, I still don't know what your argument is there for the 3-0 thing. Are you saying that no team's allowed to 3-0? Like... Obviously, towards the end of the bracket, you expect it to be closer, but a 3-0 could still be 250, 249, 65, 3-2, for example. Don't get me wrong, that map number 1 wasn't very close. But I would be surprised if the S&D is as big of a margin there. So in Div 9, the team from Losers was the one that came out on top. Nice, Beavis, mate. Boys of age, please. Can we just specify that one? Bill, congratulations. Spoke to Eggy earlier. Congratulations on your victory in Div 7, mate. Congratulations on that one. I saw the first few maps. And B-Wiz was pissing map 1, that's for sure. It was a Sake, was it? Wasn't it? Was it Sake? I'm sure it was Sake. You can rush. You can play. I'm always yours. Have we got a controller cam on duty to make sure that... Not sure that guy's legit. No. None of the PlayStation players in this series were asked or required to be on any form of Monicam or port cam. All the PC players are as following AEL standard. But same for Ablo on the other side of things. There was no accusations on it. Oh, don't get me wrong. Yes, I agree with you, but The argument saying because it's 3-0 it's crap. It's not quite the case. You can have good series at 3-0s. You can have series at 3-0s that are better than 3-2s. And again, when you've got a team that kind of have the talent of the Ducks, it's not necessarily going to be easy. Let's go party. It just would have been nice coming into this game if these two teams had faced off in the group and there not been a forfeit, just to really see, kind of compare it to that first series, what it would have been like. I think we're just having a change of hosts by the look of it, so that's why there's a bit of a delay in between the maps. It looks like we're just going to stay on the host, but it seems like we're changing now. Mine, you make everything feel fine. But I'm sure all money cams are indeed up. The admins have all 6 Twitch links. I get those goosebumps every time. I saw all the 3 on the side of Vantix, and the side of Ducks were done by Fuse and Connor, so CDL Simulator 2 maps. No, but the invite is almost there. I'm just waiting for the players to confirm who's on what team, so I can get that correct. They're not answering me. I'm just going to have to join and find out and then back out again, aren't I? Yeah, I knew they'd be the other way around. Joel Ryan watching it. Of course he is, mate. Of course he is. The boy. The boy. Vantix are a very good side. That's the thing. I think, to be fair, like, play ahead on rather than cast a non-biased side. I think Ducks have been. I think we all know that Ducks are the strongest team in that Div 8 group this season. Obviously, they lost 3-0 in groups to GXR Void, and Void played them close in winners round 2. But you've got to think that the other teams in the division, so you had like even us, Phantom, Vantix, GXR, you had what's it called as well? There's another team, Infinite. All of those teams are very, very similar. So everyone was kind of like 3-1, 3-2ing each other. Ducks would kind of often be in that kind of 3-1 rather than the 3-0. Again, Ducks team finished top of their group. So they finished second in their groups. There's little things like that that do come into play. But of course, we've seen map number 1. We know how good the Ducks have been in that hard point. But can they replicate it in the S&D? Where maybe you start to think this is where, if you're Vantix Rome, you're going to need to take the first few rounds, kind of take that momentum away and try and get your own back here. And I wonder if we're going to see any snipers in the opening round. We're not. So NPCs, M15s are going to be all that. And it's going to be Brack with a lot of info early on as Sam's getting hyper aggressive towards this bomb site. Just going to be pushed up into Laundry. Icon checking if the bomb is going down. It's not. And he's going to get whizzed by Wizzer, who's looking for more through mid. He's got that bomb in hands one. He does see Nuffle on those mid water stairs, and look at this dude on your mini-map is watching that pinch, and he's going to be great for one if the timing goes his way here, as Nuffle's just about to walk around the corner. Doesn't check into garage, because why would you? And it's now a 4 versus 2. Ducks with the bomb down now as well. Wiz gets his second of the round after a bomb plant, so he's getting close to those streaks. But the last person is Ablo. He's going to fall, and a very clean opening round from the Ducks. And that's not what you'd have wanted. If you were Vantix Rome coming into this round number 1, you'd have wanted it to be a bit of a slower start. And round number 2 is already upon us. I think, like I said, yes, I think anyone could have been in that second place spot. I mean, we were 2-0 up against Vantix Rome. We could have then played on to Infinite and then finally on to the Curse team. Is it the Curse team? The team that Fyro was on. Vortex, sorry. So there's so many teams there in and around that pool that could have got there, but it was Vantix, and it's going to be Vantix again. First blood here, Sam with his first off this map, number 3, and they are really struggling to get things going. There's 2 players actually tagged up into Kitchen there. Icon gets aggressive and is going to get the one onto Wizard, and is just backing up now, playing his life. could be about to spot Luke off. Oh, the pre-shots are in. They're not going to be any good. Although he pisses on Duty into Kitchen. It's now going to be 2 versus 2. Brack and Nuffle slightly split. And it's going to be Sam and Luke on the other side of things. Playing a little bit close together, but are channeling 2 different lanes. So with 40 seconds left in the round, Brack's got the decision of, am I going to keep holding this pre-aim? Are we going to now try and wrap through into that A-bomb site and lay it down? It seems like that is going to be the play, as Luke might have just spotted him on that bomb. I'm not sure. We obviously have the powers of X-Ray, which the players don't. Sam now in a 1 versus 2 to keep his team alive. That is the bomb he saw. He wasn't sure whether it was or not. He's now just going to have to reposition, as the nade is not going to connect with anyone. Nuffle was in the same spot as Luke had fallen. Will he read that? The shots are in, but not going to connect. He's only got 1 more mag of that M15 before he runs out of ammo. The wall bangs aren't going to hit either, and a good round there from Vantix. They made the Ducks make the play. They overextended a little bit. Luke through bottom R, and it's going to be Sam, the 1 versus 2 then to clutch up, and they've done well to both play their lives at different points, and it's going to be Nuffle that takes the gunfight and comes out on top in the end. They level the series up at 1 apiece. Nice deal. There will be a Season 4 in AEL, so make sure you get signed up. Sign-ups are open now, 2 weeks until the sign-ups close for the next season. It will be unlikely we see these 2 teams again in Division 8. One more so than the other for sure, but there is still a lot to play for. In this game, it's not over yet, and the Ducks are going to try and wrap this bomb back through Garage and towards their B-bomb site after they weren't really able to find the opening picks at A they won. Although, saying that, 3 of them have just gone back up to A. Bracky's going to get the first, as Sam's going to play the trade there. 3 versus 3 now. Some timing going down in art potentially here of Doody. It's going to be Ablo just around the corner from each other. Ablo at the bottom of the staircase. Doody at the top. But he's going to get pissed on as Ablo wins that one now to make it a 3 versus 2. Sam having to hunt out the kill. Him and Luke playing together. Now the info is out on these 2 players as to where they are. Nuffle has read this perfectly going through the garage, but is going to get dealt with as the players chow slightly differently. It's now Icon this time in the 1 versus 2. The offensive team have won every round so far, although we have only had 2. Icon gets the info onto both players. They've not spotted him, but that is going to be Sam, I think, inside of Tiki, that is able to turn around. Check those mid-stairs pushes. The bomb was starting to get pushed up, and the Ducks hold on and converting 2 versus 3 into a round win to head 2-1 up in our series. And the tide's now reset back to Rome on the offensive side. You can imagine the bookies' favourites will probably be Roman in this one, as the first 3 rounds have all gone the way of that offensive team. But of course, only 1 round that Rome have had on offense. There's going to be an A push, but look at it. We're going to see nades over the top. You see Sam through the wall. The bullets aren't going to connect, as I think it was Brack and it was Nuffle trying to get those final few shots to connect us. It's going to be Icon and Ablo working to pick through Kitchen here. It's going to be Ablo that comes out on top against Luke, and at the same time, Wiz, Doody both pick up 1 through the mid stairs and into Kitchen as well. Icon's going to get caught off on the pinch, which leaves Brack bomb in hand in a 1 versus 3 situation. If he can win this gunfight, it completely opens up the map and the bomb site for him here, but he's just going to be playing slow. And look at this, Wiz and Sam doing the exact same thing, kind of just holding mid, making sure he couldn't wrap out this B-bomb site. Should Brack want to try and take it up, is completely open now, but he's going to see Wiz on the top statue. The shots are good to connect to Wiz initially, and that's going to now give Sam his cue to start to try and push through mid. And when this bomb goes down, I'll be shocked if we don't see Sam channeling down those mid stairs to try and get info on the cross. Doesn't see Brack, as Brack is just going to be playing inside of that water, but Sam is going to be in a gunfight with Brack now, and he comes out on top, pistol against the NPC. Sam was down to 8 HP, but a 5-1 start from him, with the fuse coming through as well. He's now around 100 score away from that Hellstorm missile. We saw him get 1 in the map number 1. He's looking good to get another one here. Jackpot Ducks stay strong on defense, 3-1. And as much as I wasn't too sure and kind of the stiff play on the opposite side and then followed up by some solo chows. It has worked in the Ducks' advantage there. You cannot criticise a working play for them there. It is going to be 3-1. Sam and Wiz both on 5. The rest of the lobby all sat on 2 kills at the minute. Ducks looking to take this to 4-1 now. They're going to be really kind of trying to allow Sam to get this Hellstorm, I think, is going to be the play from them. There's going to be no one at B if you are Vantix. Nuffle, the closest player inside of this kitchen area. You've got Icon now pushing out through mid, but he's got to be careful because Wiz is holding a pre-aim onto Zig. They're going to spot each other now, and all the players are going to start to back away. But look how many red arrows has been baited there by the shots of Wiz. He's being hunted out by Ablo in the back spawn, and Ablo is going to win that one. So Vantix looking like they're going to try and collapse from all 3 of the lanes onto this B bomb site. We're seeing Brack on the bomb. He gets killed. Doody is able to shut down Nuffle through basketball. And now 2 versus 3 with 20 seconds to go. Oh, I thought it was about to be 1v3. Icon down to 20 HP. Ablo into second on the pinch. Sam is still alive. No Hellstorm for him just yet. It's still not a Hellstorm for him, but with 7 seconds left in the round, Ablo can't get it defused, but Sam can get the kill. 7-1 now, a 4-1 lead, and Jackpot Ducks have a Hellstorm in the pocket. This map 1 started off close. The Ducks have grown into it. They've taken to the S&D like a duck in water, winning the last 3 rounds on the bounce, and it does seem like Vantix Rome struggling to get going against the Ducks. What can they do to shut down this man particularly, but also the other boys around him? Because you'll see, it has been the Sam show across the first 2 maps. That's not going to be anyone's surprise, but the other teammates are doing exactly what is needed as Sam has the whole team line up for him, channeling towards that bomb site now. They saw Sam do a similar play to that earlier on. His Icon is in this aggressive spot onto that rock as he spots Wiz cross back. Sam still holding the off angle as well, and with Duty getting another one, it's now a 1v4 within 30 seconds. The collapse is coming through. Sam will finally fall as Nuffle gets that one, but the trades are in. Jackpot Ducks match point at 5-1. The Hellstorm in the pocket of Sam could be used on this offensive round to try and make another statement in this series. You know what, Sham? I think that deserves that. I think that message deserves that. I think that deserves to be pinned for the meantime. Although let's show Wiz some love as well. It isn't just Sam at the minute, is it? 7-3 from Wiz as well. The other 2 boys in kind of comparison have just got their feet up. We're seeing them smoke off their own spawn for some reason. Sam's bored, waiting to call that Hellstorm in, breaking all the glass. Hellstorm is about to be called by Sam in 1 second's time, and look at this. You've got one inside the Tiki, one inside the Laundry. Player 8 Icon's going to have to do something here. He's going aggressive, trying to push through Zig. He's going to get shut down by Luke. The yellow card's going to have to come out for Luke as some bodies are being shot as well. Sam unable to crash that Hellstorm through the kitchen windows in the roof. And this A-bomb now is completely in Duck's possession. They're going to be trying maybe to play for a pick before getting more aggressive, as Luke's going to earn his 2nd of the round. He's heard that we've been gassing up his other teammates. He's not happy, he's not getting the same, as Ablo is worried about where someone might be playing on this pinch, but there isn't anyone playing deep just yet, although Luke has now wrapped the spawn, does get some bad timing onto Ablo, so he's not going to get any info. Sam is dolphin diving, that's less like a duck and more like a dolphin there. Luke, can he get the ace? He's going for it, he's gone for it, his ego child with a pistol. It's not to be, but Ablo 1v4 needed to keep this map 2 alive. He's got the first 2, to be fair to him. 20 HP, a ridiculous chow with a pistol, a few good shots. Jackpot Ducks win 5 rounds on the bounce and take your map number 2, 6 rounds to 1. And I think there's a slight bit of bias maybe coming in from Shan, but the exam show carries on in this map. And now looking to go into that map number 3. And to keep the series alive, they're going to have to win all 3 of these next maps. Let's go fix the scoreboard over here. So it is going to be the Ducks, as we can see, that take the early advantage. Looks like early advantage is not too early anymore, 2-0. Well, do you think you're cooler than me? Probably because you think you're cooler than me. Think we might be seeing another change of host here. Absolutely quacking series, brilliant. I'll be using that one at some point. I really should chat GPT some duck jokes, shouldn't I, for this one? You ain't sheep. Make that much noise. Let's predict, shall we, what team is going to be what going into this next map, so we can already be one step ahead of the caster. I think that you are. That's where the teams now don't do that, just to really prove me wrong. Love manager entire Luke, don't. He's talking dirty to me, mate. Luke, can I ask if by the time you're still here in the chat at the end of this question, did you deliberately go chat the guy at the end last round try and get the ace there? Because if you did, that's kind of hot. We're heading over to a third different map in this series now. It's going to be a Den Overload. Overload. Vantix are strong at Overload. They were able to take the mighty Phantom Green down on it and turn their series from 2-0 down. It's definitely a place that Vantix Rome have been in a few times this season. But obviously, as you get later and later into the competition, it gets harder and harder to win a series from 2 maps down. And you've got to remember, even if they are able to then win these next 3 maps, Den, Colossus and Dem, they've got to do it all over again in another best of 5. I think that's the scary thing for Vantix Rome here, is they've got to do this not once, but twice. With how well Ducks' hardpoint has been, their S&D's been super strong. They've only lost, 104 points in the hardpoint, 1 round in the S&D. It's going to be an interesting one here, but it looks like the Ducks are swimming to your grand final victory and swimming themselves into Division 7 next season. But it is not over yet. Exactly, Mr. Fax. They've done it once. They can definitely do it again. They have the talent. But as we said, they are playing a slightly harder opposition now, and maybe this is kind of the pinnacle of Division 8 this season, is taking this Ducks team down. It's only happened once. Brackets without forfeits. Looks like the players are almost already. All players are in the lobby. Ladies and gents, map number 3. We are now loading in Den Overload. We're going to be seeing the side of Vantix going to be attacking towards the Dojo side, and the side of Ducks attacking towards the Sofa side, the P2 side of the map, to start things off here. And like we've said, this game is not over yet. However, a couple quick captures from the Ducks, Vantix Rome's heads are not going to be in the game. They're already 2-0 down. They've not really had a close map. So it's got to be a good start from Vantix Rome here, attacking a side where it is easy to get some captures, especially when you take it towards that A point. But the kills coming through here are massive. Icon's got the first one. He's looking for the second onto Doody. As we get another broken scoreboard for both teams here, so it's going to be absolutely mess. You can see two Lukes in the kill feed. The Sam and Luke are both going to come up as Luke. It's going to be an absolute nightmare to try and keep on top of here. We're going to have to do our best. Vantix Rome, possession has been theirs at the minute. Looking a bit like England, Argentina, with all the possessions going their way. Ducks just having to long it out in defence, playing 4 at the back, hoping they're over to hit them on the break, but not been the case so far. Luke and Sam are combining for 2 here. And there we go. Vantix Rome now all starting to push the ball out towards the right hand side as we saw the Ducks try and hit them with a counter attack. It'll be 3v2 on this P3 point. It's going to be Ablo that gets the first. Sorry, Icon that gets the first. Instantly traded by Sam. The trades are going to come back in again. This time it is Ablo that wins that one. And the ball, in the meantime, resets towards mid. Nuffle trying to get pushed out aggressively towards the bottom of the server. Not going to do so. So we're going to see Sam trying to hit a pinch around the outside of the map. Luke watching that pinch through Dojo as well. So it's going to leave Wizard to try and, with the help of Doody, get this ball and wrap it out. But it's not going to do so. And here it is. The Sam now on the pinch is going to be looking to try and make that pinch pay. He's able to get one to shut down. It was Brack coming through the... Oh, sorry, Ablo coming through the back. Going to be another 2 from Wiz trying to go through the mid cart. 1 from Sam in so before he gets traded out by the nade. And the Ducks are trying to pin them in the back now, aren't they? With Wizzer in the overload building. You've got 1 through sofas. That was going to be Doody until he falls. And this ball looks like it's going to get captured here as we are going to see our first goal. It's going to go to Sam. And the Ducks taking a 1-0 lead, and they're still pushed out. That's the worry now for Vantix. They've got the cap onto this side of the map. They've had the pressure out here. He's only got 11 bullets in his gun, Sam, but he's good for 1. Can he be good for more? He's going to have to try and reload. Doesn't have time to swap to that pistol. So they are going to at least delay. The Ducks trying to bring this ball back up to their B point again and hit that second wrap. There's a VAR check needed if Doody was to get that kill, but accidental stair glitch indeed. As Luke settles the books a bit with 2 there on a 3 street now. Nade could connect, but he's going to get pinched through pin. As Icon's looking to try and rally the troops and get them out to this right hand side of the map as Ablo's just sat in mid watching a pinch. No, Sam is in P1, literally throws a stun at him. Playing a game of dodgeball in mid at the minute. Back and forth gunfights coming through over towards the A point as well as Doody's now getting aggressive around the back, but there's going to be 2 in the window. He doesn't read either of them. And Luke, Wiz is just coming off a spawn to try and assist now, but he tags them both up. Not going to be able to finish either of them off. And Wiz inside the tin's going to have 4 red arrows all converging on where this ball spawns now onto this P3 point. 3 kills go the way of Vantix Rome. You need Nuffle to pick up that ball and start to push it out as Icon had already got aggressive, but they've left the ball behind. Nuffle's then going to have to play for their kills, but it's Sam, it's Wiz. They hold on strong. And again, oh sorry, it's Luke and Wiz that hold on strong. Sam's out towards sofas trying to play the kills through mid. As all the players are pushing up through this point. Luke with, oh, sorry, it was Sam that was on a 5 streak. 3 for him. It is now going to be Luke that gets a kill to trade things out. He tried to pick up the ball. It was actually Doody that got the ball. He ran just past it. Maybe did a step over that ball. And it's going to be Sam on the defensive side now in a bit of a 1v2 initially. And oh, the ball's just tried to be snuck up. And Sam, no hesitation, gets that ball and runs as far away as possible to wrap it back out towards mid. Just to make sure Vantix aren't going to be set up for a free tap-in. And with 30 seconds left in the round, the ball is still in Duck's third. With 3 players full, 2 great nades. It's all down to this man, Ablo. He's going to get 1, but the players are going to be flying, ball in hand. They are going to fall. Going to be, I think, Sam that was able to pick up 2 or someone, I don't know. The kill feed's all bugged. What's the point of me even trying to work out who's getting kills? We know that Sam's getting quite a lot, so is Luke, and Wiz as well, having a very quiet, getting there quietly. But oh my god, we were distracted by the kills inside of the server room, and Vantix Rome at the death are able just to walk the ball home. All 3 kills going through, but the main important kill, the Ducks were not able to get. And going into round number 2, it's going to be 1 apiece between Vantix Rome and the Jackpot Ducks. And if you just joined us, the Ducks are 2-0 up in this series. Taking map number 1 in a convincing fashion, 250 to 104. Map number 2, very convincing as well, 6-1. 5 rounds on the bounce for them in that map as well. This overload though, the closest game we've seen so far. 5 more minutes. Vantix Rome need to have the most captures at the end of this 5 minutes to force another hard point in this series. And it's looking good for them on this opening break here as they're now pushing out the left-hand side of the map. All the Duck players off spawn. The pushes are going to be good. If Brack tries to get 2 with the pistol, he got the first but not the second. All down to Icon. He's going to fall. And it's going to be 2 big kills there from Wiz to hold off strong. The Ducks now trying to wrap this through the roof side of the map. And it's going to be a slow push now. It's going to have to be kills coming through with that pistol. Luke, the only one able to get a kill so far, as the sides are not able to clear them out. Although look at this play from Vantix. They've just instantly took the ball. They're sprinting to the left side of the map. It's a big 2-on-2 coming down here. The stun's going to connect them. They're tagged up. Both players are not going to fall. Sam holds on. Oh, sorry, Doody holds on strong there. Popping a big 2. There's still a player here to deal with though. It's Ablo. He's going to chal out now, but gets some bad timing with Sam, and Sam snaps onto the second. That's going to be Nuffle that will fall that time. The nade's going to be coming out as well. And we're seeing the Ducks trying to play this ball to the right side of the map. And if they, choose the time wisely to go, they're going to be able to sneak through. Although you got Brack playing the Creddy corner, is good for 2 kills there. But it's still back and forth. Neither team really able to convert any attacks into goals. The XG in this game would be absolutely unbelievable. But here we go. Wiz, if he's able to get that spawn kill, it could open up the lane for Sam, and it does. Sam slides in for his second of the game. He's 1 away from the hat-trick and puts his team now back into a 2-1 lead as Vantix clear out of P3 and are ready to now charge this ball up towards the Ducks base and equalise again. As you say that, all 4 down in the feed. Ducks with 1 each. They've all won their one-on-ones there. Sam was traded out and he's the only one to do so as Luke holding the off angle. Look how good the nades are from the Ducks. All 4 full. Wiz is going to get his first goal of the game, and the Ducks are starting to heat up now as they attack towards this back P4 side of the map. 3-1 lead. They're still hunting for kills, but Vantix, just like they did that last time, they completely wipe out that Ducks push. They're bringing the ball, potentially. I mean, it's unfortunate there for Doody not to get a kill. Nuffle down to 11 HP. Tries to just run the ball in, force it over the goal. He's not going to be able to do so. The Jackpot Ducks hold off better than England against Argentina. They don't need a back 5 and Dan Burn. They have Wizard. Off Luke and Sam combining for more. Doody's able to get 1, and again they're just going to look to cap this on A. If he bounces off the wall, he doesn't even need to. He's just going to try and slide around the back there. 3 players all channeling at the same time. Ablo and Icon, the only 2 alive, having to clear out the base. They're going to pick the ball up and just try and get some yards, I think, here. As you can see, Sam on top of the bench was getting some good shots down, but a team kill comes in. It's going to slow down Vantix trying to hit this counter-attack. But with 1:30 on the clock, 2 captures are needed from Vantix to force us to an overtime. The Ducks just need to hold off strong and maybe try and hit a counter-attack if they can. I don't think that nade is going to stick onto Brack. But all the players are off spawn again. 1:20, the ball's back out towards the rooftop side of the map as the hiccups are coming in for the final minute. 3 kills coming through. They're going to look to make it 4. Icon gets 3, but everyone's left the ball behind. They're so worried about getting all the kills on the Ducks and getting that 4 dead that every time they do, they leave the ball behind. But Brack just about able to slide the ball on home as they kind of ignored Icon out towards the back, although he's just been absolutely ripped by the submachine gunner Luke. And all of a sudden, with 50 seconds left, there is a game on our hands, but they're going to have to fight through P1. It's going to be 3 kills for Sam through mid. He's looking for more, but he doesn't need to get the kill as the actual Luke in the kill feed is going to pick that one up. A 4 streak for him. Still challenging. He's going to die. A big 2 from Nuffle to try and level the playing field, but with 30 seconds on the clock, The Ducks are going to need to make a play, and there's an opening. They've let Wizard run through. Wizard will walk it home for his second of the game. And ladies and gentlemen, your Division 8 Grand Final champions are going to be the Jackpot Ducks. It's now mathematically impossible for Vantix Rome to take this map number 3 and therefore take the series. The Ducks have been dominant throughout Division 8. They've continued to be dominant here. They've shown why they are going to be kind of the team that everyone's going to hate on. They've shown why people should be worried for them going forwards into future divisions. And 4-2 for the Ducks. Absolutely monumental games there from all of them, and we'll check the final scoreboard at the end. But you can kind of bet your money that Sam's going to have had a good game. Luke's had a very good game there, almost 4k damage from him, and look at that third kill onto Icon in the back. And there is your final scoreboard. Luke and Sam, 29 apiece. Wiz with 28. Doody doing the dirty work at 23. Commiserations, though, must be towards Vantix Rome. They fought well. They've had a bit of a tough run in the losers bracket. They've had to beat so many good sides. But the Ducks have just proved to be too strong time and time again this season. And in the words of Fuse Card, locked up. I'm sure that'll be the case now. It was a quacking series, a quacking result. Any more Duck jokes you can think of, we can send them their way. But Jackpot Ducks, gonna be sad to see them go. They were a good laugh in the Division 8 chat, but they've definitely got to go on to new pastures there after that. Another dominant series in there. But like we said, commiserations to Vantix. They'll be back. 4 very, very talented players. It will not be the last time we see them, I'm sure. Not sure what division the players will land all up in. Everything will be thrown up in the air a little bit as we go into silly season. The roster mania over on the side here, aren't we? In AEL. But let's see who's live. Who can we go and raid out on? We'll see who is live, but that is going to be me for now, ladies and gents. I appreciate everyone for stopping by tonight, and we're going to get raid out on Shroom. He's cast in the other league, so Fuse isn't going to be too happy with me, but I love Shroom to bits. He's a great caster.